Hi everyone, my name is Judith and today I'm going to share with you how I currently fill in my eyebrows for 2019. This video is for anyone who is new to filling in eyebrows or anyone who's looking for some tips and tricks to improve their eyebrow routine. So without further ado, let's begin. So the first thing you'll need is a little bit of a translucent powder, or a pressed powder is fine too. And we're just going to massage it all throughout the eyebrow. And this is going to remove any oil or shine that may be there from using creams or foundations. So you can see here there's a lot more shine on this side. Then the next step that I'm going to do is I'm going to outline my eyebrow with a concealer. The one that I have today is from ÉCLAT, the TOUCHE ÉCLAT in shade 2, but whatever concealer stick that you have, or you can apply it with a brush, and I'm going to outline the existing shape of my eyebrow. So we're creating a stencil, and what this is going to do is it's going to prevent us from overdrawing the eyebrow. So now we have a good guide to work with, and now we can see our brow a little clearer. Then taking your favorite eyebrow pencil, the one I'm using today is from Maybelline, and it's called Total Temptation in medium brown. And I'm going to, at the corner of my eye, I'm just going to draw a line. And that's where your eyebrows should begin. Although the trend now is to have a whole bunch of sparse brows and fill them in this direction, and that's lovely too. So if you have that, you could work with that. And then I'm going to take my pencil from the tip of my nose to the highest part of my arch. I'm just going to draw a dot. And then the same from the corner of my nose here to the outside of my eye. I'm just going to draw a dot. Remove that a little bit. Okay, so the next step that I'm going to do is I'm going to brush my eyebrows down, and I'm going to start in the middle, and I'm going to create more depth in the middle and offset. Then we're going to lighten up the strokes on the outside and in the inside. And I'm going to go in a downward motion, making brow-like strokes in the direction that my hair is growing. And then I'm going to brush the product down. If you really need to create a brow, from the dot to where your other dot is here, you could draw a straight line. It's just going to give a little bit more of a made-up look. And definitely a lot more of a structured brow. As I get closer to moving my way down, I'm just going to remove a little bit of that. Just going to lighten up my stroke with less pressure. I'm just going to now brush up my brows. And I'm going to work again in the middle, offset, in heavier strokes from underneath. And then as I make my way down, lightening up, making my way towards the dot. So now I need to work in the inside corner here where it's very sparse. So what I'm going to do with my wrist is I'm going to make flicking actions, and that's going to give a hair-like stroke. So see if I can do that on camera there for you. Again, if you really need to create a brow, you can, from the beginning, draw a line to the arch and then make your way down. Just now I'm going to brush my hair towards the arch and then brush it down. Now I'm going to work in the front, and I tend to leave this area more natural, but I do see there's a little bit of a gap there, so I'm just going to fill that in. We're getting there. The next thing that I'm going to do is now clean up the concealer. It's really great because it really will give a lot of definition to your brow. You might think, oh, it's you know, too much for underneath, but stay with me because I'm going to show you how we're going to remove some of that concealer so that it looks a little bit more natural and not so highlighted in that area. Just going to check my brows now. See if there's anything else I want to fill in before I move along. Then with a little bit of eyeshadow, or you could use a touch of bronzer, I'm just going to push on the outer socket of the eyelid. And now that just removes that highlighted look. And you're back to having a more natural look. Now my favorite step is to use an eyebrow gel that has some pigment to it. The one I'm using is from MAC and it's called Girl Boy. And what I love about this is that it's going to create the brow to have a feathered look. And having the two tones is going to make it look super natural, and it's just going to look like a beautiful fluffy brow. So I'm just going to very lightly, and I'm not pushing down, I'm just very lightly trying to grab the hairs that are at the very top. And then I'm just going to lightly brush them out. And this is going to give the eyebrow a more softer look. Now I'm just going to go back through and just check everything. So there, the highest peak, and the outside. Could choose a little bit more right here. Okay, so this is the first side done, and now I'm going to make my way to the other side and speed it up a little bit. So first, a little bit of setting powder to remove any oil or shine. Especially right in the corners there. Then I'm going to outline my eyebrow with a concealer. Creating a stencil so that we can really see our existing shape and so that we don't overdraw. Then with your favorite eyebrow pencil, in the inside corner, I'm going to draw a line. From the tip of your nose to the highest arch of your brow, draw a dot. Let's do it again so you can really see it. And then from the tip of your nose to the outside corner of your eye is where it should end. Then I'm going to push my eyebrow hairs down, and I'm going to create brow-like strokes in the direction the hair is growing. And as I make my way down, just going to lighten up the pressure to that dot. Brush that out a bit. And if you need to, make your way all the way to the front, but I like to back off about there. Then pushing all your eyebrows up, and again, working in the middle of your brow in a heavier stroke, and lightening up as you make your way down to the dot. I'm going to brush back up. Now I'm going to work in this area here, making brow-like strokes. And I'm just going to brush my brows in the middle towards my arch and make my way down. See it's a little sparse right there. And then for the front, just gonna brush my eyebrows up. So there's a little gap right there. Then we are going to remove the concealer. And fanning it out underneath with a brush. You could even use your fingers. Then I am going to put a little bit of eyeshadow in a light shade. And I'm just going to push into my eyelid top. A touch more. And that's just going to remove that highlighted effect there now. I'm just going to create some little brush strokes very gently, making my way down to the dot. Just gonna do it again on this side. And the last step is to then just very carefully just brush it through a little bit. Don't push down though. Just gonna work a little bit there and then we're done. And this is my final look. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you found this eyebrow tutorial useful, and please give it a thumbs up and like the video, and please subscribe, and also a big thank you to my friend Daryna for her creativity in editing this video. Thank you so much. Until next time, bye.